What's up, guys? I'm the Wrestlegamer, and welcome back to the Let's Play Tenshi 2 Special Edition right here on the arcade. Now, on the last episode, we had the Tessa ending. So, what I'm going to be doing here is going through all the choices that I can to get the other different endings. So, what we're going to be seeing currently, there's going to be a lot of cuts in it since we already did the whole story. We already know what the whole story is about. So, what we're going to be seeing is cuts in throughout the entire story of basically of each girl's route. So we're up to the point where Kenjiro's come up with his first idea, and he's asking who we should help out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go after the gamer girl, since I am into video games, so why not go after the gamer girl? We're going to help Kyo. So let's see. Kyo, would you like some help on what you're doing? Me? Well, let's see. Oh, I know. Come on, let's go. The machine shop. Huh? Ugh, before I could say anything or do anything more, Kyo grabbed me by the wrist and yanked me out of the time window room. As I was silently asking myself where she was taking me, Kyo dragged me down the hall and into another room. This one was fitted with power tools, wrenches, cutting torches, and more. It looked like the ideal place for cobbling together some kind of fantastic machine or gizmo. So, what is this? Hee, that's right, we didn't show you this part of the lab before. This is the machine shop. It's where we build things like our weapons as well as any other custom gear we can't just order from someplace else. Well, okay. So what now? Well, we're gonna need something to spray Bunny Mizuki with. Something like a squirt gun won't do. It wouldn't generate enough pressure, and there's the chance that it would start leaking the stuff Rose is going to be making on one of us, and it'd be too easy for Bunny Mizuki to break open, which would cause us to get sprayed as well. So what we're gonna need to put together is something with high power, and that won't be easy to break or would leak. Nodding to this, I frowned in thought. I already found myself wondering how I could possibly help with something like that. But before I could say anything along those lines, Kyo grabbed a pad and a paper. Now, there are a few things I'm definitely going to need for this. So if you can go to the supply room and get me a few parts, I can get to work here and get started on these sprayers. And with this said, Kyo ripped off the sheet of paper she had scribbled on and handed it to me. I gave a nod and accepted, only to find myself staggered when I looked down at the list. Her handwriting, it looks like a bunch of chicken scratch. And some of the things here, I don't even know what half of them are. I groaned inside as I studied the abysmal mess of handwriting, then looked over towards Kyo, who was still smiling eagerly. Sure, I'll go look for this stuff and be back as soon as I find it. Great, I'm sure it won't take too long. I wish I was that confident. Sighing, I turned and left the machine shop. As I made my way towards the supply room, I continued to study Kyo's handwriting, trying to figure out what exactly she wanted me to get. Fortunately, I knew where the supply room was, so reaching it didn't take too long. However, even when I was confronted with all of the boxes of equipment, I could still barely make sense of the scribbling on the sheet of paper. And this is going to take a while. It felt like I had spent well over an hour rummaging through the various boxes of electronic components, pipes, tools, and more, searching and comparing the labels on the items with the chicken scratch on the list. It was so bad that by the time I was done, I felt myself coming down with a migraine and a bad case of eye strain. Eventually, though, I managed to gather up all the listed things and finally left the supply room, hoping Kyo would be able to correct me on any blunders. But when I arrived back at the machine shop, Kyo was nowhere to be found. Huh? Where'd she go? I didn't take that long, did I? As I thought back, I realized my rounding up of the required components had probably taken much longer than I expected. Guess I'd better find Kyo and let her know I found everything. Shrugging off my lack of enthusiasm, I made my way out of the machine shop and glanced around the hall, wondering where Kyo might have gone. Kyo! Kyo, where are you? I've got the parts you wanted. Oh, you did? Great! Grateful that Kyo had apparently not gone far and turned towards the sound of her voice. And it was just the time to see her coming out of the bathroom. Uh-huh. Bet you guys are glad that I'm starting to do Kyo's route. She was wearing nothing but one small towel, having recently gotten out of the shower. As a result, the entire hallway was filled with a feminine scent, as my eyes bulged at Kyo's highly visible assets.
Huh? What's wrong, Kenji? Oh, right.
Giving a sheepish smile, Kyo glanced down at herself.
Sorry, Kenji, but you were taking so long and I realized I hadn't had a shower in way too long, so...
Kyo shrugged and stuck out her tongue playfully. Oh, I see. Well, I got the parts you needed, so I'm just gonna go someplace else so you can...
Oh, you don't have to do that. In fact...
For a moment, I expected Kyo to tighten up the towel she wore. Maybe go back into the bathroom and fetch a bathrobe or clothes or something. But instead of doing any of that, she allowed her towel to fall further open, flashing me a flirty smile. Kyo, what are you?
Relax, you don't have to be nervous. Really, I don't mind you seeing me like this. I mean, it wouldn't be this easy with some people. But as long as it's you, Kenji.
I tried hard to think about something to say to this, but my brain went completely blank on me. To be honest, all I could really focus on was Kyo's splendid figure. Who wouldn't? I mean, damn. You know what I mean? The lingering droplets of water slid between her breast and ran down her soft skin, only with a flimsy piece of cloth providing any cover for her at all.
Hey, what's going on here?
Freezing up at these words, I spun around to see Tessa approaching with a canned drink in one hand and a scowl on her face.
Ken, given the respect I have for Tensei, I seriously hope that this isn't what it looks like. Because I really wouldn't have to think that his grandson was a major perv.
Huh? Wait, no, I wasn't. I just... As I waved my hands around in protest, my mouth was opening and closing randomly as I tried to think of something to say. But before I could do anything to dig myself in even deeper, Kyo smiled and spoke up.
Come on, Tessa, just relax. Kenji was looking for me and I just got out of the shower. Nothing really happened.
And the part about you making like you were going to drop your towel?
Well, I was thinking about it. I mean, I like my body.
Tessa groaned and smacked her palm on her face.
Okay, Dibs, in case you haven't heard, there's this amazing invention out there. It's called clothing. So put some on already. Why? I don't hear Kenji complaining to you. You're gonna hear a lot worse than complaining if you don't get moving, you shameless perv. Now move it, get along, get dressed, get away from me. Okay, what a grouch. I'll get dressed and be back in a minute, Kenji, so just wait in the machine shop, okay?
Kyo bounced back into the bathroom, leaving me to stare and Tessa to groan.
How that ditz qualified as one of the big brains Tensei wanted for this project, I'll never know. And Ken, do yourself a favor and collect your jaw off the floor.
I suddenly realized my mouth was still open, but it was too late. Tessa had already gone back to her business, and after a short while of me standing in the hallway feeling incredibly stupid, Kyo re-emerged from the bathroom. To my relief, she was dressed properly this time.
Okay, now let's get to work, Kenji.
Sure. And with that, the two of us returned to the machine shop. So that'll complete this part of it. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get to the next part.